Alright, here's more of an elaboration on the prior events of today. We all, us that grew up in the 90s, born in the 80s, you think of the Terminator movie when, and I've seen a lot of memes with it, where John Connor, he's watching these kids play and they're playing fake war or whatever, and he says, "We're not going to make it as people, are we?" And the Terminator responds, "It is in your nature to destroy each other." And so it's a really disheartening truth. It really is. That's coming from a movie, but robot, but it's very biblically true. I just, you know, thinking, I'm just going to use the Bible. It says people sold everything they had and they were without need. Everyone took care of each other in that sense. And it's not, I've heard people say, oh, that's communism. That's not communism. That's common decency. It's a big difference. And this world would be a lot better if people, like in the situation there, you're hoarding all this water that you aren't going to need. Why not? And if someone was in there maybe getting it for other people, I don't know. I can't judge. I'm not saying these people are bad, but even good people are selfish, and we all are. And it's very disheartening that you know I see so many people, the people I've worked with them in the clinical field, the ones that said, you know, they're all for people. We're the most selfish, self-serving people I've ever known. But they're the ones screaming. They're the ones that go to the protests or post stuff online. It just all they're doing is just virtue signaling, and that's all I'm going to say about that. And it's nothing. Their words are just air coming out of their mouth. It means nothing. You're just talking. Until people show me otherwise, I haven't met many decent people. Oh, the most selfless people I've ever met in this world were Christian people, and I'm not promoting Christianity or anything like that. It's just those are the only people I've met in this world that truly were selfless, and it's disappointing, y'all. This conundrum we're in. We these people. You worship the government. You depend on the government to fix your problems. And could you imagine if every single person, able body, religion, whatever, used, relinquished some of the resources they had, whether it be time, money, food, even housing? This world would be, there would be no or very little misery. And we don't. We're all about ourselves. And of course, you got to take care of yourself first and foremost. I'm not discouraging that at all, but what is it? Like I kind of was just like, oh, people are okay. And then I go back and forth, and now it's just like seeing like this happen, like like people, this lady had four full things of toilet paper. Like, what do you think you're going to do with that toilet paper if somehow this is a doomsday storm? What are you going to do with that toilet paper? Use it as currency? Like, and the water you have hoarded up, how long do you think that's going to last? Y'all show over and over again that you're reactive. You think you're being proactive, but you're actually just reactive creatures. And you're the scariest type. You're the type in the World War II that would have turned people in. Some of y'all are the type that during the big 2020 thing, you were the type that would have probably reported your neighbors. You were the type that fell for every stupid little thing and got mad that other people were actually rationalizing and having a rational mindset, and were like, hold up here, what's going on? Why people were able to see the contradictories in that? And if you can't see that, talking about that period in time, by now you are truly, I just believe you're absolutely delusional. You're prideful. You don't want to admit. But anyway, y'all, that's the only way we are as people going to get better, is stop being so selfish and helping other people. Give when you can, give what you can. Stop just thinking about yourself. I understand these people have families and stuff, but so do other people. People on the streets do. People that maybe without vehicles do. You know, they aren't able to get stuff. Like, think about that. No, but no, everyone's for themselves. And it's got me really kind of bummed out right now. I ain't gonna lie. Like, not saying, again, these people are bad, but this is why we're doomed. We're not doomed because of the government. We're not doomed because of evil in this world. I mean, that's a contributor. We're doomed because we only care about ourselves. We only want what we want, and we don't care. Most people don't care how they get there and who they have to step on. That's why. And the proof is in the story. These were families. These were people who go to church. These are people that probably are social justice warriors, whatever. Various people have some type of creed they feel. Yet you can't even set the example. Excuse me. You can't even set the example in the situation of a grocery store. You all look like fools, and I am judging you there. I am. You all, the ones you that were there hoarding stuff, you are fools. You look like fools. That just already tells me everything I need to know about you. I don't care what good you've done and how nice you are. You're selfish. You're the reason why this world is divided. We are not getting better because of people like you. You think you can just vote for somebody and they're going to change everything while you just live your life. We're cooked, man. We are cooked. We are not going to make it. We thank God there's a savior out there, Jesus Christ, and that's my belief. I struggle with it, but that's my belief because if I didn't have that, we I wouldn't know what to do. I would right now. I don't think I'm inheritedly a selfish person. Maybe I would be like one of those people. I people that grew up in the system, and what I mean by that is those who grew up, especially in the '90s to early 2000s, like I was in between. It was juvenile justice and DCS. You're in the middle. That's the worst place you can ever be. You want to be one or the other. And why? Because let's just say, I'm just for an example, juvenile justice is the Republican Party. DCS is the Democratic Party because they say they're for the kids and all this, right? And there's this little thing in the middle in politics now, always has been, and in that situation of bureaucratic nonsense. And so you just get screwed around. This person says this, but they do differently. And that's why I don't fall sway to any of this crap. I mean, like this I have a horrible habit. It's good at times of minimizing stuff. I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to over prepare. That's kind of been a detriment to mine sometimes in life, but for the most part, it has kept my stress level down and my heart healthy. So, what what do we do? You know, what do we do, guys? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, got all these churches and drive by everywhere. Open building, open it up. Put house some people. You what do you think the Lord would do? He said, you know, for I tell you, if you give someone, feed someone, clothe them, it is like you're clothing me. We are meant, love your neighbor as yourself. We are meant to take care of each other. We're not. We're failing as a society. Not, oh, let the government handle it. The government has never handled anything good. Let's just be honest, you know. God bless the military. I'm not saying anything about that. But in general, we have an astronomical amount of mentally ill, homeless people, drug addicts, and stuff. Have we not learned that the government does not care, or the government is, if they do, which they don't, that they're incompetent? So what do we do then? We rely we know. I get it. You people at the store. I don't agree, but I get it. You know that no one's going to come rescue you if your power goes out. I get it. And so you're making provisions. There's nothing wrong with making provisions. You should already have those, in my opinion, though. But not my opinion. You just should. But anyway, hoarding, making someone else with less because that you feel you're more important, and then this thing blow over, and then you're gonna have whatever items you hoarded, all the bread. I can't believe all the bread was gone. Like, why would you buy some? I mean, it's funny during the 2022, I saw the same thing. No one was messing with the canned food today. I looked in the canned food. No one touched the canned food. Y'all are buying stuff that's gonna perish really quick. Ridiculous. Not even smart. You're not even hoarding smart. Like, oh boy, brothers, sisters, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know, man. I'm not worried about this storm. I'm not worried for myself in this storm. I'm worried about other people. I'm worried about even people that maybe lose their electricity, and they're maybe elderly or whatever, and need that. I hope y'all have plenty of blankets if that does happen, plenty of water and food. Hopefully you got that. Whatever, start filling stuff up. I don't think the media is, it's like social media. It's like this. The whole point is they want to get ratings. And so they're going to say stuff and do stuff that make people watch. Everything, every time something's ever happened, it's never been as bad as they said it is. Very rarely, not every time, but most of the time. So, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Like, we could only get better as a society with each other. We can't rely on missionaries. There's only so many missionaries, so many churches that do benevolence. Everybody, it doesn't matter your sexual orientation, your creed, your religion. We should all be taking care of each other as best as we can, because that's the curriculum of our doom. It's not a nuclear bomb. It's not some plague. It's not the global warming. We could have deduct all these things, and they weren't real, and we would still be just as bad off because of today, because of how we are. We're self-serving. These phones are making us even worse. Shame on us. God forgive us. It's all it's written in the good word, and it's already says all this is will come to pass, has come to pass, and always has been. And so I don't know why I'm surprised, but I am. Brothers, I'm shook up by this. I don't get emotionally charged. I'm sure y'all don't see any videos of me ever on here if you watch emotionally charged, but I'm going through the stages. I was angry, now I'm just sad, stages of grief. I'm grieving humanity right now. I'm grieving humanity as a whole. We are doomed. It's not America, it's everywhere. Our human nature, like he said on Terminator, it is in your human nature to destroy yourself. And I mean that's funny, but it's not. It's so true, and that's one of the most darkest parts in that movie. Not is that truth, and it is very true. No one that's heard that and seen that movie is like, nah, man. Everyone's like, yeah, 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 he's right. That's deep. Terminator's spitting facts, and he's a machine. Um, y'all, if you can help people out, don't freak out. Yes, be proactive, make provisions. Don't hoard. Don't act like this is the end of the world. We need to get better, y'all. Spend time with your loved ones if you have them. Catch up on some hobbies if you're snowed in. And if this all just doesn't happen, it's just not a big deal. Just remember, you fools, you hoarding fools. You're the ones in World War II. You're the ones that would have turned people in. Yeah, you're the ones to avoid. You have no backbone, no guts, no glory at all. I could say that about you. I really can. People don't conduct themselves that way, that have such things, y'all. Anyway, let's all pray, send positive vibes, whatever your thing is. Help if you can. People out there that are struggling during this storm. Don't freak out, y'all. Just keep present. Later.